وأصلح لي في ذريتي إني تبت إليك وإني من المسلمين. The first part of the ayah and second part is going to the history. And second part of the ayah is want to tell you is the sabab al-nuzul, why the ayah is come. The most of the meaning of this ayah is sabab al-nuzul for Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu, because he's the one of the Sahaba, only the one of the Sahaba he was near to the age of the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's converted to the Islam. But most of the Sahaba they was under 13 years old. So most of the Sahaba were young when they believe in Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, aman bil Islam. So the beginning of the ayah, وَوَصَّيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ وَعَلَيْهِ إِحْسَانًا. Wasiyah is meaning here like somebody suggest to somebody, or we can say the wajib in the writing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for us. And good, our responsibility to be good with the parents is wajib for us. It's not if I like only the sunnah, it's the wajib. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala وَصَّيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ إِحْسَانًا, or any human. Doesn't matter your parents, they are Muslim or non-Muslim. So the ayah here, not looking just only you have to be good with the parents, they are mu'mineen. Doesn't matter your parents, they are mu'min or non-mu'min. When they are alive, is for the mu'min should be have a good with them. And doesn't matter which age you. From the beginning until death. فَوَصَّيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ إِحْسَانًا حَمَلَتْهُ أُمُّهُ كُرْهًا وَضَعَتْهُ كُرْهًا. And I took in the ayah here especially for the mom. And we have the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam when the Sahabis come asking, and who has the more right to have to look after them? He said the mom. After that said mom. After that said the mom. Especially the mom, because when they say the parents, the pagan side and when they want to burn the baby is not easy. Especially is his life and the risk. And the dad, when the baby's grown up before to born, is not dad life in the risk. Especially the mom life in the risk. So here talking about the mom especially. حَمَلَتْهُ أُمُّهُ كُرْهًا وَضَعْتُ كُرْهًا. With pain. And from the beginning when I started some of the ladies, if we have a daughter, we see our wife for example, the first baby, when she pregnant, how much hard? Eating is hard, drinking is hard, sleeping is hard. And the first 2-3 months they can't maybe eat anything. A lot of them is difficult. So all this pain, and when go to the grown up, after that when they born the baby, how much is hard? So how should it happen with human, forgetting all this process gone, and how much was hard for the mom or for the dad? So here the ayah, the beginning talking about this one. And second ayah give an example. In the same part of the ayah first suggests for us, and the next part of the ayah give the example. Here وحمل فصال 30 شهرا. How long will it take? 30 months. 30 months is, look at the ulama. So especially 9 months in the mom tummy, yeah? And after that, when she born, 2 years, you have to be somebody look after the baby. So it's altogether 30 months. Yeah, so the 30 months, and he giving the time, and when the born also is still until she always need the mom. Mom can't leave it because she need the milk. Baby need the milk, and have to look after this one. And also for the mom is not easier because what you eating, you giving anything for the baby. So that's why sometimes for Islam in this Ramadan time of fasting is if the woman she giving the milk for the baby, she don't have to fast because maybe if he fasted he don't have the milk. So also she is stopping her worship just only to look after you. And it's not easier. And she is stopping losing the time of the worship just only because to look after me and you. And the next part of the ayah talking now, حتى إذا بلغ أشده. Now we give you example. When he grown up, the good boy or the good son, and who is grown up to understand, is here the ayah سبب نزول أبو بكر رضي الله عنه. They said, okay, حتى إذا بلغ أشده وبلغ 40 سنة. You especially when you are in the 40 years old, that's the age we are not too young to ignore a lot of things. That's the age people understand, especially the age of the Anbiya. Allah choosing is at 40. So the 40 years old, here now the brain is completed. And we on in control to our desire. And then you already that. And already maybe you granddad and that's time. So you now, and your children will be grown up. And in this 40 years old, when you arrive it, you will see your children action. What they're doing with you. And all this will remind you, what was I doing with my parents when I was young? When I was a teenager, how much I done with my mom and dad back. Now what doing my children with me? So especially in this 40 years old, is a time you're not young to ignore, and also you have in your house maybe a lot of example, your daughter, your son and your grandchildren. So what is the moment, the good example here? حتى إذا بلغ أشده 40 سنة قال رب أوزعني أن أشكر نعمتك التي أنعمت علي. So now in this time should the person say, Ya Allah, give me chance to say thanks for you, because who's looking after me? He wasn't easy. I was thinking all this time is not easier, but now how much they will look after me. And also, if you have an opportunity at this time, Allah give you life, and you understand now what is your parents' right, you have to say again another thanks, another shukr, because before to die, you see the life, and you can say now still you have a time to look after your parents. وقال ربي أوزعني أشكر نعمتك أنعمت علي وعلى والدي. And also here is hidayah, because the one of the Sahaba, his parents also is believe, and that time it was Abu Bakr Siddiq. I don't know. Most of the Sahaba, their parents didn't believe. So if we are saying thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because give hidayah for me and you and our parents. If your parents they are dying and you understand happening and they wasn't mu'minin, how much was it hard, difficult? You can't pray. Not only now, alhamdulillah, we are more lucky and we can ask for our parents for forgiveness. We can, and your deed, you done the good deed, Allah will write for you and for your parents. But what's about the Sahaba? They were doing good, very good deed, but they will understand, okay, my dad now in hellfire. My mom, she was looking all at this time about me, but she's unfortunately now in hellfire. How much is the heart? But we are, alhamdulillah. So here the Abu Bakr Siddiq one example. أن أشكر نعمتك التي أنعمت علي وعلى والدي وأن أعمل صالحا ترضى, and give me a chance to do the good deed. وأصلح لي في ذريتي. So now my children, I wish to Allah guide them in right way. So you asking for the guidance here, because you now one of the children and you have in front of you the إني تبت إليك وإني من المسلمين, and I come back to you and ask you for forgiveness. What done I the mistake, and about your right, about my parents' right, and وإني من المسلمين, I believe to you and forgive me. That's the ayah, the first part in the ayah we read in Surah al-Ahqaaf. جزاكم الله خير.